Okay, so I'm going to be reading the death of Saul and his sons. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines, and fell slain on Mount Gilboa. Then the Philistines followed hard after Saul and his sons, and the Philistines killed Jonathan, Abinadab, and Melchishua, Saul's sons. The battle became fierce against Saul. The archers hit him, and he was severely wounded by the archers. Then Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and thrust me through with it, lest these uncircumcised men come and thrust me through and abuse me." But his armor-bearer would not, for he was greatly afraid. Therefore Saul took a sword and fell on it. And when the armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he also fell on his sword and died with him. So Saul and his 3 sons, his armor-bearer, and all his men died together that same day. And when the men of Israel who were on the other side of the valley, and those who were on the other side of the Jordan, saw that the men of Israel had fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they forsook the cities and fled, and the Philistines came and dwelt in them. So it happened the next day, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his 3 sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. And they cut off his head, and stripped off his armor, and sent word throughout the land of the Philistines to proclaim in it the temple of their idols and among the people. Then they put his armor in the temple of the Ashtoreths, and they fastened his body to the wall of Bethshan. Now when the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead heard what the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men arose and traveled all night, and took the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons from the wall of Bethshan, and they came to Jabesh and burned them there. Then they took their bones and buried them under the tamarisk tree at Jabesh, and fasted 7 days. So, they're mourning, they're upset, their king died, his sons died, all Saul's men died. So, it's just kind of a really hard situation. So, it's hard to go through when somebody dies, especially if you know them, so, because it feels so final, you'll see them again someday, but at the same time, it feels like forever. So, anyway, so the next book I'm going to be reading is going to be the 2nd book of Samuel, and I'm going to be reading David learns of Saul's death. So we're going to see, how David handles it, that Saul died. Me personally, if somebody's trying to kill me and I found out they died, I'd be like, woohoo, do the party dance. That's probably not nice, but, shoot. So, but we'll see how David handles it.